if I can press the right buttons, that would be amazing right now, Tabby. So I am going to turn the music down a little bit, turn the sound effects down, and we're going to keep the voices as high as it goes. We don't need to have it on wait mode. I always have it on active. I always put it on fast. Now, I'm actually going to put it on 3 instead of 1. If I was playing the collection, I'd be having this on 1. I am very good at the collection, and I have literally... I rarely lose anything in the collection. So 3 is actually... It was a pretty happy medium for this. You can change your window design if you want. I really just like the blue. And no, I don't want to wish quit the game. My bad. But yeah, there's that. So I do want to go into one quick thing here that we might need to... Well, there's 2 things, actually. I, of course, am not on the right thing. So... Actually, I could go here. So first things first, I have these stats here. I wanted to go over the just real quick. It's pretty easy. It's pretty self-explanatory. In fact, in this game, it kind of makes things a little bit easier, even still. So as you see, we have the experience points, HP and MP, just like any other game there. We have strength. Basically, it's physical attack power. Speed, in older versions, that was known as agility. It determines how fast your attack, your ATB bar, which is something that is new in this game versus our last game we played, which did not have an ATB bar. The ATB bar was actually introduced in Final Fantasy IV. I believe it might be the first ATB bar that came out, or it was one of the first ATB bars that came out. In the original Final Fantasy IV, you didn't actually have it, like it wasn't there in your face. It was behind the scenes, but it was there. So this really, in 91, was the, one of your first ATB bars that you, especially here in the Final Fantasy series. Stamina was called Vitality in the old games, and it's actually just defense. I know some people might think, oh, well, it might determine your HP, but no, not. Unlike in 2, where stamina determines your HP, stamina does not determine your HP in this game. Intellect was known as intelligence. It was changed to wisdom in some of the older translations, so you got a few weirdness things there. But it is black magic, ninjutsu, and summons, and spirit is white magic and magic defense. It was known as will in some of the older games. So like your very first one in Final Fantasy II here in the United States was known as will. You have easier attack is pretty obvious. It means how hard he can hit. He's got 85% attack. He has a 12 defense there, so he's endurance against physical attacks. He has a 22% chance to dodge. That's probably because of the shield there. He does have a little bit of resistance to magic, but has 0 when it comes to magic defense, or magic evasion. So he's kind of tanky up front, but he's not super, they're not super tanky. So I guess the other thing we can go on here is abilities. Right now we have attack, darkness, and items. Darkness is you sacrifice your HP for double damage. That's something I showed off earlier. This is different than the original. In the original Final Fantasy II, you did not have this at all. You only had attack and items. In the easy type, as well as other games there, you did have... you had darkness, but it was a different darkness. It was an actual wave of darkness that comes through and hits all enemies. That is the same thing that you will see in Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection, as well as Pixel Remaster, Final Fantasy Origins, Chronicles, and the other one there. So I mean, like any Final Fantasy Advance, most of them have the wave of darkness. This is not a wave of darkness. This does make things a little bit more difficult. But this means that Cecil is actually really good against one character versus multiple characters. So that's actually important. I will show a little bit more off about that later. As you saw before, he has the dark stuff. And yeah, really, he's, the other thing you can see on here is we can swap rows. We can put him in the back row, front row, and a party formation. In this game, you have 5 party members rather than 4 like you have in the last 3 games. That will actually change again in Final Fantasy 5 and 6. You will go back to 4. Okay. So let's talk to this Dragoon here. Talking to Kane is actually, I believe it triggers a cutscene. You know, what's this about? I'll make doing, forgive me. It's like, I told you, you know, like not to worry about it, essentially. Basically, I told you what's wrong, you know. I did not train in the way of the Dark Sword so I could steal from the innocents, Kane. I trained because His Majesty asked it of me. You mustn't blame yourself for the orders you were given. The king has his reasons, I'm sure of it. I envy you, Kane. And we have a flashback. Cecil, so you saw me. I saw the openings you left. How do you expect to lead the Dragoons if you can't even guard your own flank? My father's blood is in me. I will lead the Dragoons. Have no fear of that. You certainly had strong enough. As you can see, these two are rivals. They're basically brothers. No more holding back. Cecil, fight to win this time. These two best friends, rivals, brothers, they are... I mean, these two do everything together. Don't overthink things, Cecil. You need to keep your wits about you. Or do you mean to send me off against the Eidolon alone? Of course not. We leave early on the morrow. Best get some sleep. Now, I am going to show you guys a little bit on here, like this guy. Oh, hold on. Rash actions are ill-advised, at least if you value your life. This is true. Rumors swarm behind us like so many flies, but I shudder to think about what would happen if he were to catch one of them. Yeah, that'd be bad. So these are more like the Red Wings here. They're kind of worried. Now... over here there's just more people, you know, congratulations, you know, the city is a success. And this guy's sleeping. I believe this is the black mages. No, these are the white mages. These guys will tell you, you know, a bit. But they're telling you, you know, hey, you know, the king isn't like what he was. It's kind of weird. And the white mage should know the 3 C's. Kira, and Kiraga. And Kiraja. And then you also learn about a new character. Her name is Rosa. She became a white mage to help Cecil. She'll become important very soon. These are the black mages here. We've been ordered to conduct magical research. So, yeah. So they're not as helpful whenever it comes to what they know. And they really don't give you anything. However, this guy over here is going to tell you something important. The provisions within the chambers are yours. The switch opens the door. So this actually is important because there are a lot of switches and a lot of treasure chests behind doors. So we get money, ether, and a tent. Kind of important there. This way is not going to lead us to really anything other than really introducing us to a new character. But we have this here. This is obviously something for later, and he's guarding this, which it says the vault. Yeah, the vault below houses Baron's ancestral treasures. Entrance is, you know, strictly forbidden. Something that you will find out later. And then we have these guys. Another day, another sleepless night of work. I mean, I sure love my job, but you tell the Fleet Master that when you see him. Haven't seen Fleet Master Sid, have you? He seems like a ghost, leaving all the airship repairs to us. Seems distant when I do catch a glimpse of him too, pensive-like. So as you remember in Final Fantasy II, Sid was an airship master. In Final Fantasy III, Sid was an airship master. Final Fantasy IV, guess what? He's an airship master. And we can't go in here yet. Now, this is actually something that we will be coming back to later. It is actually a pretty interesting plot point. It is a side quest, but it does contain one of the more fun things that we do in this game. Okay, so we will go that way. First things first, I wanna go out here, and this guy will be like, "Hey, you know, there's the gate. It's a different atmosphere," and they're basically warning you against the monsters. So I want to go here, but I can't leave the gate. Unfortunate. Oh, hold on. I totally forgot to add this tag on here. So here we're going to meet someone new. Cecil. Rosa, White Mage of Baron. Very pretty. She is very pretty. Thank goodness you're alright. The orders from Acidia came so suddenly I'd worried. We're fine, small wonder. We fought mages who didn't fight back. Cecil, I'll visit you in your tower later. Of course. So, yeah. She's no one important. Don't worry about her. She's fine. No one important whatsoever. Well, well, look who's home. And, hello, there's Sid. The airship fleet master. Kind of looks like Sid from the last game. Rosa's been worried sick about you, you know. Make that girl cry and you have to answer to me, you hear? Speaking of girls, how are my babies? Didn't burn out any of my engines, did you? First off, I'm gonna go move that down there. You and them goons of yours need to treat my ships with respect. Hey, why the long face? Something the matter? What? And he's sending you to hunt the Eidolon instead? But what'll happen to the Red Wings without you? I tell you, something's gotten into His Majesty. He's ordered me to build a new ship. You know, a more maneuverable one, with more firepower. Thank you for the follow box, Cadet 64. What's he thinking? I'm not building these things for him to wage war. There's talk about the townspeople. Everyone's worried about Baron's headed. Well, I thank you for showing up and saying hi. I definitely appreciate it here. Gonna be playing it for a while. I mean, this is one of my favorite games, so I'm gonna try to make sure I do make it, you know, I want to make sure I do it justice. So, and now the king's sending you away from us, Mist, eh? Well, you can take care of yourself. Suppose I don't need to worry about you, though, do I? Of course not. You're fine. I best be on my way, too. The daughter of mine's gonna wring my neck if I spend another night here without checking in at home. I mean, yeah, you probably should go home. So, over here is, oh, I hit a button. You can actually talk to the Red Wings over here that are here. Basically, this guy got hit by a monster. He's talking like, Lord Captain. So, and these guys are just exhausted. They're like, oh, they're falling. And they're just not happy about the whole situation. So, really, there's not much else. I mean, this here is something important for another game, but not this one. So, I wanted to show that off just a little bit there. Here is the West Tower where you meet this guy. This is Namingway. Salutations, Sir Knight. My name is Namingway. I travel the world bestowing new names upon those satisfied ones they already possess, but I find fewer and fewer people take advantage of my naming services. Do you want to try a new name on for size? No. can't change your name. Well, this is certainly unprecedented. It's almost as though my existence here serves no purpose. We'll tell you that in the original games, he doesn't look like this. He's like a little dude who's, you know, singing like... Well, that's Hummingway, but anyway. It's a little dude that you see, and he's like in everywhere. And if you decide, I want to change all my names, you know, you can change your names. A naming way who cannot change a man's name is no naming way at all. I believe it's time I embarked on a new journey to find my proper place in the world. So, yeah. That's important to start the naming way quest. I mentioned I probably will not be finishing the naming way quest in this particular playthrough. I will attempt to do that later. But I turned your bed, my lord. They told me you would be departing again on the morrow. Rest well soon. Or tonight. Alright, so this is Cecil's bedchamber. As you see, it's a very basic one. He's got flowers. He's got some swords on the wall. I mean, that's pretty nice. Nice little... This is actually the icon of Baron's. I didn't ever notice that this was here. But yeah, this is the actual logo of Baron. And then we've got, you know, we've got some shields, some swords. You know, we've got this nice little thing here. We got this. But yeah, this is like a legit... This is a legit knight's bedroom. Cool. Rest for the night? Yes. I'm gonna be quiet because this is a cutscene.
Your Majesty, what's become of you? Where is the noble knight, the man who took me in as an orphan and raised me as his own? The strong, just king I once knew. Is a crystal worth all this? Robbing a peaceful people of what's theirs by right. What need could be so great? King's orders or no, there's no forgiving what we've done.
Cecil? Won't you tell me what happened? First you're sent off to Mysidia, and now to hunt some beast again so soon? Did something happen in Mysidia?
No, it's nothing.
Then why won't you look at me?
In Mysidia, we stole a crystal from people who had done no wrong. I've worn this darkened armor for so long now. There's no mote of light left in me. Not even in my heart.
You're a good man, Cecil.
I'm a coward. A coward who cannot even defy orders he knows he ought not follow.
Cecil of the Red Wings is many things, but he is no coward. Not the Cecil who I love. The king is sending you to Mist to slay the Idolin, isn't he? If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't...
King will be with me. I'll be fine. It's late. You should get some rest.
Be careful.
Thank you, Rosa. But I know what I've become.
Shall we then, Cecil?
I'll be counting on you, my friend.
Then you've nothing to fear.
arose, and so the Dark Knight Cecil, stripped of his command of the Red Wings, set out for the distant Valley of Mist. Together with Kane, commander of the Dragoons, he would pursue a faceless quarry and a chance for redemption. The advent of the airship had marked the realization of mankind's most ancient dream, but man is a creature seldom sated, and he was quick to dream anew. With the unparalleled might of the Red Wings, Baron's military soon reigned supreme. Why then does its king now seek the crystals? Why have fearsome monsters suddenly begun to overrun the once calm land? If the crystals know, they share no answers, only their pure and silent light. It's like my favorite painting of Baron, which is why I use it in my background over here. So, first things first, forgive me, Kane, I meant for none of this to happen, and the other interesting thing is you can change your characters just by pressing X, and when you change a character, it says here, those who seek the Eidolon of Mist only find death if the tales are true. With Kane, I do want to point out his ability. He is a Dragoon, and he is also the guy down there on the second side. So we got the guy in the middle there, which is Cecil, and you got the guy that's on the far left. He's Kane. You have to jump. You vault skyward and attack for double damage. So it's pretty self-explanatory. These guys are pretty easy to understand on here. If I could hit the right button, that'd be great. So, the people of Baron aren't exactly... I mean, they're kind of afraid of you. Why are you dressed like that? Are you a bad person? I mean, that's what we're kind of looking at here. So, you do want to go grab these. You could grab these at any time. These are not... necessary for you to grab like immediately. You can grab these whenever you come back to Baron. But as you can see, the people here are terrified of you because you're a Dark Knight. And well, you're not exactly, I mean, you're kind of a celebrity, if you will, but they're also very scared of you. I'm not having that highway robbery. Don't you know who the fuck I am? I am Cecil Harvey. Little money, life, and comely dancers wanted. Inquire at the counter. Now, I'm going to go find one of those dancers. It's really fun. And you cannot buy weapons in this place right now. So, because I can't buy any weapons, I do want to buy a couple potions, like probably that many potions. I want to buy one Phoenix down. I want to buy... I think we're good. I think we're good where we're at. We should be fine. This is an important house. It's not really important so much like that you have to come here, but it's Rose's house. And this is Rose's mother. You see, she's just concerned about her daughter. You want to go around here in Baron because there are a lot of goodies around. Like, I bought a few potions. Because I'm playing this on hard mode and I'm not grinding, so... over here is this lady. It's some lady talking about something. I can't exactly see what she said because my cat's butt is in the way. But if you come all the way around here, you come to a little clearing. And in this clearing, there are items. So we've got one item here, which is a Phoenix Down, which is why I decided not to buy any more than the one Phoenix Down I did. come over here, and in these flowers, you have a gold needle. Important, super important, because you may get hit by a cockatrice. And I believe that's it there. Let me double check. I believe there's only 3 items in this. Yeah, there's only three items there. Now, I wanted to come up there first and then show those off, and then we're going to come down here. And I think it's down here. Right here should be, yes, right there. Should be eye drops here. And then, come up here and we have a dancer. So she's like, hey, you know, I'll dance for you. And then she literally strips and dances for you. Because it's a good Christian Twitch channel. We definitely don't like looking at pixelated movies all the time. We like looking at pixelated movies. So, there's some more stuff here. So basically what you want to do is you want to kind of go around. It is here. You got your tent. Cecil may have pitched a tent, you know, that, anyway. I think there's only 2 items. Let me double check my map, because I do know this entire area, but it's one of those, like, I played this game so much. I know where everything is. I just don't want to forget something, because like one of those, I'm not arrogant enough to think I know where everything is, even though I know where everything is. Because I could miss, I could have missed something for the entire time I've ever played this game. I, honest to God, could have, you know, like, okay, so this here is this is the Devil's Road. So right here, you can go in there and you can go to Mysidia. But as you see, whenever you go to the Devil's Road right now, it literally does nothing, because the Mysidia has closed it off. I'm not going to talk to everybody in here. This is a training classroom. So it is not really necessary for me to talk to everybody in here. So that's that. If you would like to talk to them, they tell you pretty much all of the stuff that we have discussed before. This is important for later. As you see, it is locked. And then this is Sid's house. Apparently he finished his ship. But you can kind of go over here and kind of look at the ship, like all the stuff on here. History, shipbuilding, birds of the world. And the interesting thing about all of these books is that you do end up with, if you look at enough of the books around that you can actually see, you actually get some Easter eggs to Final Fantasy II in this thing. So the worlds of Final Fantasy IV and Final Fantasy II are often linked as possibly being together in some way. This is the game I was playing on here. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so we have our first enemy here. Oh, we might be boned. We might be boned on our very first battle. Reason we might be boned is because these are cockatrices, and cockatrices suck. They're not strong, but was trying to get Kane out of there before I got in a bad, like, I was trying to get Kane out. We're probably, I think Cecil, yeah, we're about to be boned. Okay, so yeah, cockatrices can actually completely screw up your run immediately. Cockatrices are not nice. I want to get another gold needle because that is actually more expensive than doing it. Anyway, actually I do want to sort my things. But yeah, cockatrices they'll mess your shit up. So let's try this again. I'm gonna save. If I accidentally save over that first one, it's not a big deal. I'm literally nowhere close. I mean, I played it for 6 hours, but it's not like I've done anything on there straight up. It's a lot of farming that I've done on that file. Okay. That should be, there should only be the 2 enemies there, really. There's sometimes you can get the floating island eyes, but it's not a high cockatrices. Now, cockatrices are the smaller version of another enemy that you'll find later called the zoo. And zoos are equally as annoying. See, we're not getting anything from these. Oh, joyous occasion. And as you can see, no matter what you do on this, you are kind of... the auto battle does not speed anything up. Oof. Alright, so, the reason we bought so many potions is, again, playing on hard mode. We are at the cave, so we're at our first destination. I didn't actually save. That's great. I love it. And the reason it's taken like me about 40 minutes on here is mainly because I've been talking too much. But greetings and salutations. Your name was Cecil, was it not? After we last spoke, I set about mapping out a new course for my life, one that would allow me to help people. But having undertaken the task of mapping, the name Naming Way seems rather inappropriate. So now he's Mapping Way. There you go. So, the interesting thing about Mapping Way here is, basically you do that, you can see how much you've done on here. But he said, I feel a presence, it's not friendly, it's not hostile, and he says, this cave is quiet. This cave is very quiet. Too quiet. We have a couple new enemies here. These are the Iving Moth and the larva. They are just annoying. There's a crap ton of them. That's the main thing about them. There's just a lot of them. And they slow you down a lot. They don't really hit that hard, but they slow you down. We gained a level, yay! leave this place. Who's there? Something wants us to leave. Grab a potion. But I mean, in these games, you never leave whenever somebody tells you to leave. That's just not cool, man. I mean, it's just not cool. Especially whenever you gotta map out this entire place. Get yourself a tent. Let's, okay, so surprisingly, the goblins, are the scariest monsters that you have to deal with because they hit hard. Now, I will tell you that I'm going to do a few tricks as much as I can to try to make this as painless as possible. I am doing this on hard mode because I need a challenge. I have done this game so many times that I gotta have a challenge of some sort when I'm playing this game. I love it, and I would play it without the challenge, but you know, return whence you came. Could that voice be the Eidolon? Obtained a potion. Been a baron. You know who we are. Leave it once and no harm will befall you. I will abide no further trespass. Show yourself. You mean to ignore my warning? Yeah, I do. We have to deliver the ring to the village of Mist Beyond. So be it. Mist is gathering. Alright guys, so this is the Mist Dragon. The Mist Dragon is your very first boss fight, and well, I hope that we can actually get through this boss without dying, because we're playing this on hard mode. In easier modes, it's ridiculously easy. But in this mode, we can hit it for a weakness. And they only hit for about 50 apiece. This is not too terrible. I may be able to get one more hit off before it goes to Mist. I don't want it to... Yeah, that's exactly what I was afraid of. So... Oh, Cecil... Oops. I forgot. I didn't even check. I just was like, I'm gonna heal both of them. What do you do whenever it's missed? Well, you're looking at it. You literally parry. You do anything. I think... Yeah. And straight up, that is exactly how you go about, that's how you go about doing a lot of things in this game, is Cain jumps. That's the long and short of it. You make Cain jump, and it is, you can basically be in GG mode. Okay, so... Strange, I felt no malice in the dragon. No evil. There was little sport in that, but it's done now. Deliver the ring. Yeah. Yeah. But we have another cutscene.
This is what we were sent to do?
We wish this village torched.
But why?
not. Men who can conjure eidolons. Summoners.
Then the dragon we slew was her mother's?
You're the ones who killed her
Uh-oh.
dragon?
Forgive us. We'd no idea this would happen to your
Yeah.
mother.
His Majesty sent us to eliminate every last one of these people.
No.
Foul work, to be sure. We'll need to kill the girl as well.
Kane!
It's her or us, Cecil.
She's a child!
You'd betray your king?
Betray
Yeah.
him? Any man who'd wish for this is no king of mine.
I thought you might say that.
Then
I owe His Majesty much, but not so much I'd soil the Dragoon's name in his.
you're with me.
Baron's army is the mightiest in the world. Our flight means nothing if we remain alone. We must treat with other nations, share what we've seen. And Rosa, she must share our flight.
And she will. Thank you.
I'm not doing this for you.
Huh?
Quickly, we mustn't linger here. What of the girl?
We take her with us.
We kidnap her.
It's not safe here. Take my hand.
No!
We've no time. Use force if you must.
Yeah.
Stay away!
Wait!
Leave me alone! I hate you!
Yeah. So, forced fight. This girl is very upset, obviously, and uses Gaia's wrath, and we are going to die horribly. Yeah, we kind of messed up. Ugh. Ugh. She's alive, thank goodness. Kane? Kane! And he dies. Well, I cannot see here. I meant to unequip Kane. I need to take this girl to someplace safe. So Kane, he's not there anymore. It's just that. Forgive me, Kane. So, an orphan, and if not by my hand, then by my deeds. Yeah, wee bit. Wee bit. We have 1 HP still. Okay. Let's not die, please, because we could come across a sandworm, and that would basically kill me immediately, and it would be horrible, and I'd be very upset. Oh, I ran past Kaipo. We have a couple new enemies here. We have the Desert Sahagin and the other thing over there that I can never remember what it's called. This is an unintentional battle. I ran like right by it. It's like, whoops, it's the Hund legs. Because, you know, millipede, centipede, Hund legs, centipede. Alright. Technically, you can get through this entire thing without actually getting into a battle, but yeah. Also, if you notice on this file, I think I should point out this file. I was going for an achievement. I got it. So, all right. So, walk into Kaipo, and he literally walks in here and is like, "Wonder where I can get her to rest." And oh. Straightforward, we get the inn. Hail, traveler. Oh my, I've not seen a child so pale. Please get her to a bed. You needn't worry about payment. My pardons. I mean, I would just pay him. But, you know, that's just me. You've woken. I mean, shouldn't it be you've awoken? Well, she mad at you. You still haven't told me your name. I won't ask you to forgive me. It's my fault you lost your mother, but please allow me to take you someplace safe. This is legit one of my favorite parts of this game, like at the very beginning, because it's like it just shows the character of Cecil. And I think you have to heal up beforehand. I don't think you would get HP back here, so. It seems we found you, Lord Cecil. Please, you must listen, His Majesty. Our orders come directly from His Majesty's own mouth. Surrender the girl, he'll pardon you. The inhabitants of Mist represent a threat to us all. They must not be allowed to live. What? Stand aside. I think I'd rather not. Yup. So, not an insanely difficult fight by any means. This fight, the hardest part about it is, well, this, having to wait through everything. So, you want to attack the general first. If you attack the general first, then, I mean, you take the damage here, but, it's not that bad. In fact, you probably could attack... Yeah, you probably want to attack two of these soldiers here first, just because it ends up being a better plan for you. I'm gonna attack two of the soldiers, basically, so I can only be taking like 13 damage per hit there instead of per turn, rather than being taking, you know, 39. That way I can easily use my darkness ability and attack the general and not have to worry about it. But as long as there is one enemy, as long as there's one soldier here, the general will not flee. Otherwise, the general will flee. The most that this guy will do, I believe, is 26 damage. So now, this guy is all sorts of confused. He doesn't know what's going on. And you just go in and you just smack him in the face with your sword. That's it. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. No, you've got nothing to apologize for. It's I who have wronged you, and apologies cannot right the things I've done. But you protected me. My name's Rydia. This is my favorite character. She is my favorite female character in the entire series. She is probably she's not the strongest black magic user in this game. That does go to Palom. However, you have to have Palom at the end game stuff to be able to use him in end game stuff. But she's one of the strongest female characters in all of Final Fantasy. She's also just, she's a badass all around, and she's incredibly powerful. So we gain the Summoner Rydia. So, you know, he's got some stuff, and he's like, I can't make this right. But let's go check out Rydia, make sure she is in a good spot in the party, because a lot of times it likes to put things randomly. She does start out at level 7, and it doesn't matter how high of a level you are, she will start out at level 7. In this version. In the original version, she starts out at level 1. So, with this, he looks so sad. As you see, she's got a little bit of magic there. She's got some basic magic. She has Blizzard and Thunder, Chocobo, Cure, Sight, and Hold. You notice she is missing one of the basic skills that most wizards do have, which is Fire, and that is important for later. So we do want to buy 4 potions, just so that we can make sure that we don't kind of get ourselves effed. That's important for later. So, I will say that you can go toward Damsian, which is the next area. But as you see, the moonstruck old man, he refuses to grant you passage. He'll refuse to grant you passage without a certain thing done. And yeah, you're an idiot. But yeah, it's a really quiet town. Like that's probably the most they've seen, come through here in a while. But we actually are able to come in here and, get armor and stuff. Which is why I didn't want to do too much in the way of, buying much on here. We do want to buy, 2 of these. And I really should have, taken that armor from Kane, because then I could have sold it and gotten money. I just completely blanked on doing that. So here's the fat chocobo. You can't really use it right now. What the fat chocobo does, though, is just like in the last game, you can store equipment inside of it. I think in this one it changes the it changes to everything. So hello, Clary. And by the way, that tells you where we need to go next. So they said a young woman as fair as the desert moon collapsed. Well, we all know who that is. Prince has a beautiful voice. Blarg. So here's Mapping Way. What am I doing here? So I could have it. I accidentally dropped all my maps and pins in the huge fissure. Living Way, the variant. So looking over pages of this bestiary. So would you like to look at the bestiary? Yeah, let's look at the bestiary. At the floating island, or floating eye of the goblin. And then I've got the Helldiver. I missed the 3rd one? What? I don't remember missing the 3rd one. Oh, he's easy to find. We'll find him. Don't worry. So, yeah, you should see we don't really have much in there. We have 5% of the bestiary. This poor young child. She keeps mumbling the name Cecil over and over again. Rosa. I just realized that she has like pink knees. So it's like, I've never noticed those kneecaps like that before. I know that's part of her armor, but her, like, most of her armor is nude colored, so it's like I just noticed it. Cecil. Please, Cecil, be alive. This is for Cecil. So I got an auto potion augment, which we really don't need right now. Okay. But anyway. So he's going to tell us about auto potion. Auto potion is nice if you have a lot of potions. Otherwise, it's not exactly the best thing in the world. And really, we don't have the money to even think about getting anything else other than the hat. Rosa, you came all this way to find me? Yeah, she came all this way to find you, Ro, because she loves you. I mean, seriously, men. So oblivious. I save a lot because of sandworms. It's like, I'm just scared of sandworms. So, first things first, we just ignore everything. Ignore everything, run as quickly as humanly possible. Run, run, run. And pray we don't die. Oh, poo. Okay, so let's again. Oh, this is bad. These guys are a pain in the dick. Well, we may be boned pretty quickly here. Yep, we are boned. We're boned. We're about to have our first death, I'm pretty dang sure. Okay, I have to hit him. I cannot heal her. Yeah. I mentioned hard mode. Hard mode is a pain in the ass. So, this is why I was running as quickly as I could over here to him. Because these guys hit very hard. And we want him. We want him. You, knight, you wield the dark sword, lending me your aid. What's happened? My daughter, Anna, was tricked by a silver-tongued bard. He's taken her to Damsian Castle. I fear of little time I sent something sinister. So, this is Tella. Now, this area is very difficult right now because we're technically not at the right level for this. Well, we are at the right level for this if we were on normal. On hard, not so much. So now, see if we can. Ah, crap. I don't know what I just did. I see what I just did. Well, let's see what I just did there. Recall something good. Oh, goodness. Eventually, Rydia will not die. Okay, so tiny mages, they suck. This is what you do to tiny mages. You growl a lot, and then you cast silence on the tiny mages. And then you growl some more as it doesn't work. Crap baskets. Target all, please. Let's try that again. Let's see, maybe I can do hold on them too. Crap baskets. Okay, so, as I said, hard mode. Hard mode's a bitch. So, let's go equipment and give him this helmet that I got. And another thing you want to do is you actually want to remove this from him. Go over here and give it to Rydia. And we also want to laugh at things here. He says, wait for me. And then there's a big monster. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm actually going to leave this and then go use my tent and come back in. Because I have no MP on Tella, and that's, like, real bad. Most of the time, the, like, using silence on them usually works. So I'm kind of a little bit grumpy that it didn't work, but thanks, Clary. I'll be here when you get back. My plan is to go until about 11 and then go to sleep. Alright, so you see, we have Tella now, so it's fine. Alright. Okay, good. So, first things first. Let's see if we can actually... I didn't mean to do that, but okay. I guess I clicked the wrong button. I clicked the wrong button, alright. I thought I clicked silence. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so actually, one thing that I don't think you can... Yeah, you can't change it. In the original one, you could actually change where things were located. But yeah, teleport does exactly what you think it does. It does just take you out of the battle. That's not what I meant to do, of course. Yeah, it didn't hit any of them. Oh, it hit the bad guy. Okay. So we learn confuse and sleep. Again, big boons for right now. Sleep specifically is typically something you can use a lot to do the things. Oh no, I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, actually. Can I just say I'm not surprised that I'm surprised? Alright. See, Tella is really strong. He has very little MP though, unfortunately, so he's kind of like... He's good enough for this area, but... I took too long on that. Because I second guessed myself, and that's deadly in hard mode. I got 2 of the 3. I want to go him, thank you, because I don't want to wake anybody. I don't know if you wake up if you hit them. Should be fine now though, even if you hit them. Okay, silver armlet, that's gonna go over here to Tella. I was like, I swear. And Tella is now out of MP again, isn't he? No. Lovely. It's kind of fine that if he's out of MP, it's not like the end of the world on there. And I think I over thought where I could get in like an hour and a half. I really didn't have a lot of time to start this. I just wanted to at least get it started because it is my favorite game, and I was like, I really, really, really want to start this. But I do want to do something else right quick here. We do have her, and we have... There you go. Great. Actually, no, that's going to be completely worthless. You just do that real quick, and then we'll... This could be the death of me. Okay, so this is very difficult because of just how much damage these things actually do. You know, this is exactly why I stopped using this controller for Link to the Past, is because it doesn't always do what I want it to do. Right. Lovely. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazingly awesome. It's my favorite thing right now. This right here, my favorite. Okay. Should have got an emergency exit for this specific reason right here. Nope. Run away. Okay. I'm gonna go run away on this, and then I'm going to... I'm gonna do this. I would really like it if that would have worked better, but oh well. Actually, we're gonna use... Now that I think about it, I don't know how much that... Yeah, it was 20. It's not gonna work. We're gonna go out of this cave and come back to it here in a second. I'm going to actually go and... one of them. They're gonna osmose him to nothing. Wonder. Really, Cecil? It's okay, Bubby. What's up? Okay, come here then. Come here. Come here. Ah! have headphones on, bro. Hang on. Hang on. I don't know what you're scared of, but it's okay. Cecil, my paladin puppy. He is, scared of his own shadow. Okay, we're gonna go out again. Usually I don't have any issues with this area, but usually I'm playing this on a normal difficulty. Hey, would you mind? Would you mind? Do you mind? Do you mind? You do mind? You mind being adorably cute? Can I have this thing legit not do what it's doing here? There. We're gonna actually not use magic at this point. I'm not grinding, by the way. I'm literally just trying to get through this thing. Trying to get the freaking treasure chest. So I do have Cecil, the currently Dark Knight puppy. We're gonna say he's the Dark Knight puppy right now. He's in my lap. He was freaking out over the cats doing some weirdness, and now he's like, dude, I don't know if I really want to be in your lap, but at the same time I don't want to not be in your lap, so... Oh yeah, that was a mistake. I want to do this, actually. I realized what I could have been doing this entire time. Ah! I had a moment, I was like, wait. And I totally forgot this one last thing so I can do the augment part of this whole challenge. In order to get the treasure hunter augment, you actually have to clear out every single map. So this should give me eye drops. It's not bad. So not something I'm going to be using on my mages. I mean, kind of. I'd say I'm winning enough. I am using this on hard mode, so this is the 3D one that I'm doing right now is hard mode 3D, so it's significantly more difficult. What the hell? Rude. That was rude, sir. 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 That was rude. We've gotten very close to death many, many, many times, though, in Fox. Mainly because I'm playing this on hard mode. These mofos hit very, very hard. I'm gonna black magic and get this mofo here, there, and then we're gonna come over here and I'm going to actually cast sleep on all of them. And I'm going to do this. Ow. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, use some white magic. Yeah, do that. Didn't exactly mean to use darkness, but you know what? These little motherfuckers need to, they need to be darkness to death. Alright. You know what, I'm gonna try this real quick and see if I can actually do what I usually do in these motherfuckers here. Hopefully Rydia doesn't die like she has been every single time these guys come out. Okay, I have been getting just unlucky with this shit. Like, 1 of 3? That's aggravating. These tiny mages can seriously, like, bite the fattest part of my ass. Really? It's like... Thankfully, I've now, I've remembered the... My brain, for some reason, was, like, going to that spell was not Osmos for some reason, and it was a different spell, and it's like, I shouldn't use that, that's a bad spell. So, like, stupid derped. Yeah, this is suck. This is suck. We're gonna just try to make sure I live. Thank you. My goodness, that took way too goddamn long for that thing to actually do what I wanted it to do. Like, this is, I don't know how many battles that I've almost died, or, like, they've osmosed the crap out of him or something. I think, I don't know for sure, but I think that the Sahagins have some MP, really? Tella, why are you so slow? No, Sahagins have 0 MP. That's lovely. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to be getting a treasure chest here in just a second. This one right here should be the ice rod. That's not the ice rod. Man, on an ice rod hunt. Sad panda. I think it might be in the other area then. We're close to where it's at. It's not a big deal. I feel a little more comfortable now. Not going as well as I wanted to. All right. The ice rod, I think, might be is this the ice rod? Oh, I know where it's at. I'm a big dumb doofy doo. Ice rod's after this. This is a new enemy. They are weak to thunder. They're the killer fish. Now, not all of these fish are weak to thunder, just this specific one are, and there's another one that is weak to thunder. There is one that's, actually absorbs thunder, so. There we go. We can rest here. Sleep already? She must have been exhausted. What child? Where's she from? Summoner from the village of Mist. Then my eyes were not mistaken. She has great potential with magic and practice at training. She should be able to master many spells. And such a darling little face, too. She reminds me of my Anna when she was young. Your daughter, my one and only. Deceived by some wandering bard and whisked away to Damsian. You know, that prince whose voice is like a maiden, not like a bard at all. You know, I'm just saying, like, they legit already said it in Kaipo. There's a wandering bard. And the prince has a voice like a... Anyway, you know what? I'm not even going to do that. All because I refuse to give them my blessing. Not that he's, like, the greatest character or anything either, but... And you, what need drives you to Damsian? A friend of mine is suffering from desert fever at the Kaipo. I see. And you seek a sand pearl. Then haste drives you as well. Even my magic could not avail you against the foe you face. The monster of the lake. What manner of creature is it? A vicious one with 8 massive, writhing tentacles. But if we are to save your friend and my Anna, we must find a way to slay it. I pray these premonitions of mine are only an old man's fretting, and if they prove true, our time is short. So, we're healed. This is a save point. Save points in this game are kind of valuable. Like they are in any game. But they pretty much do what they do in all the other games. But here we go. We are wanting to, first things first, we gotta go up here, and I believe this is the almighty ice rod. So the reason I say this is the almighty ice rod and why I've been like super excited about getting it is, number one, we're gonna equip it on Rydia. Number two, remember this thing we have here where it has all of these things? Well, now instead of attack, I'm going to equip Ice Rod on the attack button. Ice Rod, what it does is it casts Blizzard. So it casts Blizzard without using any MP. So therefore, the Ice Rod basically will allow me to have unlimited blizzards on one enemy, and gives us a lot of stuff whenever it comes to Rydia. It makes sure that her MP is used for what it needs to be used for, and not for just willy-nilly nothing. So, for example, here we want to use Thunder. Thunder is our friend here for both of these. But there is an enemy in here that actually is weak to ice, so we don't even have to use Blizzard on that. We have also ones that are weak to fire in here. We'll come across them here in a minute. But we learned Kira and Warp. Unfortunately, we cannot sort our magic, which grumps me a bit. So yeah, we have this. Let me just show off the Ice Rod, what it does on here. We want to use that on the Fang Shell. And actually, we don't even need to worry about this. We don't need to worry about nothing on there. But you see, there you go. It literally, we have something on Rydia now that is more powerful than what we have on Cecil. So. I may just go to Damsian. I was planning on going all the way to Fabul today, but what happened there early on kind of made it so that going all the way that I wanted to go is not in the cards. I'm too tired to actually try to do that right now. I will be coming in here tomorrow, and I will be playing from wherever I am. Wherever I get there, I'm going to try to go. The very least, we will be getting to Mysidia tomorrow. Maybe a little further than that. Hopefully a little further than that. I mean, I know this game so well enough. I just didn't expect the monsters to hit like trucks. It's like, I'm playing on hard mode. Why do the monsters hit like trucks? Why monsters do hit like truck? Cecil. Ooh. Okay, so did y'all get enough of them? Oh crap. That was not the button I meant to press. That was an accident. Hope you all like the all of the oof, this is bad. Gonna hit you in the face. There you go. But now, as you can see, like, we have gotten a little bit... We've gotten strong enough at this point that we can really... We get to a good point. Now, this is our first thing here on maps. The invisible tunnels. They are annoying. Oops, I thought that was Rydia. I'm getting my leg cleaned by a puppy. There you go. Do, do, do. Oh, right. It goes down here. I'm stupid. Sorry. We have another treasure chest down here. I mentioned earlier about things that are weak to ice. Well, here they are. And I meant to do ice on Tilla, but I made a mistake. He's just tickling my feet. Why are you biting me? My puppy is biting my feet. Okay, so that is a... It was just a cat. It wasn't anything big. So, actually, another fun thing about using the map in this way is kind of the way that you would use, this is like the 2D version in a way, where you won't see where you're at in the 2D version necessarily. It's a little bit easier to use that map to navigate than it is to try to use the, it just makes things a little bit easier. Yeah, we ended up getting antidotes, so remember you come in here. So now we're actually in a more consistent place than we were, just because this is much better than where we were before, just because it's not like one of those where we're really, my mind is just blank. We don't have people that are like really low HP and stuff now, so it's a little bit more comfortable because we have everybody about 200 plus. And Riddy is a little low, but she's always going to be low. She's always going to be the squishy one. So I mean, it's kind of whatever on it. I need to really stop using that thing on Amoeba. Okay, we got Toad. Cool. Okay, basically what you want to do is you do want to go down here to be able to get the augment. There's nothing down there, but you won't be able to get to the other, you won't be able to get that from the other side. We have the first piece of our new equipment for Cecil here. We have the Shadow Blade. It does double the amount of damage, and it has more accuracy. So we are becoming a more powerful Dark Knight. So we're here, and we have a bronze hourglass. We're just gonna completely destroy this dude's face. Okay, waterway entrance B1 complete, so we get an ether. So as you see, you get some interesting things. You don't get like amazing things or anything, but you get enough. So we're gonna be smart this time. There. Okay. We have to travel outside for a time. Monster dwells in the base of the waterfall below. So pitch a 10. We are almost at the end of this dungeon. Basically come out here, you go over here, and we use a tent. Well, why would such a monster make its den frequently decayed by men? With the Dark Knight Summoner, the beast stands no chance. I'm afraid, but we have to help her. So, fun. Alright, here we go. Underground Falls. Let's run down. We leap down the waterfall. Whee! Let's do this real quick. There we go. Just the same monsters, by the way. It's nothing different. We have a new enemy. This is the Red Moose. They are weak to fire. They are not weak to this at all. They should be. They don't take like any damage from that, but they will take damage from fire. They will take damage from ice, but it's not like. Well, you know, they could just make a liar out of me. That's fine. But they should be weak to fire because they are red. It is that simple. Yellow are weak to thunder, red are weak to fire, and blue are weak to ice. We're gonna get some more of the shadow, well, the Hades gear here. Just making sure we have a feathered cap here. That's one of the things we picked up, and I totally had forgotten about it. But we are going to get the Hades helm and the Hades glove on there. It just does a little bit more defense for Cecil. Okay. Got some potions. And Big Bad is right there, so this should be, there should probably be a Zeus's Wrath here. These are actually weak to ice. So one thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use the Zeus's Wrath here, on these, on this upcoming boss. It's going to be to the point that you are going to want to use, to put it on the hotbar. Hades armor, and we have Hermes sandals. So I believe that, well, first off, you do not get a Hades shield, just to let you know. And then instead of attack here, you want to go into your items and you want to find the Zeus's Wrath, because this thing does not have any this thing doesn't have any MP for us to drain for Osmos, so Zeus's Wrath will give us a couple more shots on it, and then we'll go from there. This is the Octomammoth, our first boss. Octomammoth is weak to thunder and to darkness, so what we want to do is we want to keep an eye on everyone's health, as if anybody goes below 100 HP, you are going to want to use Cura on Tella. So we only had the one Zeus's Wrath there. You will start seeing the legs. They are going to change. This boss is one of the fun bosses that actually does change its shape and change everything about it as it gets weaker. It is also one of the scripted fights that comes up here in a little bit. It's not like completely scripted or anything, but it does have some scripting in the fight. This is honestly where they intend for you to use Chocobo for Iridia. However, Chocobo does not do as much damage as Thunder does. So therefore, it is better for you not to use Chocobo. It's better for you just to spam Thunder. And, you know, not accidentally cast Blizzard. Don't be a dummy. He's gonna hit it a little bit harder now. He might be weakening, like, HP wise, but he is going to start hitting a little bit harder. So what I want to do here is I want to target all and want to basically make sure that you don't have to worry about that. All in all, it is a very simple fight. It's just, she's tanky. That's the main thing about it. We're going to need to use a Cura. Well, I mean, Iridia is the Ingus of this run, apparently. It's fine. Shit. Cecil just gained 2 levels. And Damsian is right beyond this waterfall. As you see, we actually end up not, unlike the other game that we played just a moment, like recently, we did not gain everything back. And oh man, I lost so much experience for Rydia on that. It's almost worth me just like restarting this thing to go get it. And oh no! Damsian has been attacked by the Red Wings! Before you do anything on here, you want to unequip Tella. Says, and then as he says here, he says, you know, the Red Wings, but it has whose command? And it's burning just like my village did, so... Looks like that the Red Wings have a new leader. My eyes, the fire's taken them. Are you a friend? I cannot see your face. Please don't let this treasure fall into their hands. Yeah, we're not evil, but we're still gonna take your treasure, man. Just saying. I do believe that the ruby ring is one of the better ones. It is not, never mind. Oh, ruby ring is something but good for later, actually. Because, like, you can't equip a silver ring, silver armlet, for example, in one of the areas because it's metal. And you can equip the ruby ring, which is actually really good. He's dead. Pretty much everyone in here is dead. This is one of the really big things that happens early on in the game. And you see what Baron is willing to do. They're willing to just kill everyone. Doesn't matter to them at all. So, you know, knowing everything we know about Cecil at this point, he wouldn't have been able to do this. So, but anyway, we found Anna. She's kind of dead. You're that bard. You're the one responsible for this. No, please. This is a scripted fight. You spoony bard! The iconic line. Please, things are not as you believe. Shut up! I see quite well how they are. I beg you hear my words. And, well, you can tell he's... Tella's not gonna listen. Shut up! Choke on your words. Please, I implore you. Oof. Know this pain, Anna's pain. But Anna and I... Edward, father, please stop this.
Oh, Anna. there's life left in you yet.
Father. Edward, he is the Prince of Dampian. He disguised himself as a bard to avoid attention. Forgive me, Father, for running off with him. Edward, I'm in love with him, Father. But I could not stay without my father's blessing. I was about to return when...
The Red Wings laid siege to us, led by a man named Golbez.
Golbez?
Yes, a figure clad in armor of deepest night, his strength beyond that of mortal man.
And the Red Wings' purpose?
Our crystal. And then they rained fire upon us. I lost my mother and father. Then Anna tried to shield me from their arrows.
You loved this man that much?
Father, please, forgive me. I was so selfish. Edward, I love you.
Anna! Anna! This Golbez. Tell me more of him.
I've heard he came to Baron only recently. It seems he's using the Red Wings to steal crystals.
Tears do not bring back the dead, boy. Anna's death must be avenged. I'll find this Golbez.
Tella, not alone.
She was not your daughter. Her killer will die by my hand.
Anna!
Coward. You're a man, aren't you? A grown man. Stop crying. I have.
Rydia.
You're right. I'm nothing but a coward, just as you say. That's why I'm just going to stay at Anna's side. It doesn't matter anymore. Nothing does.
You're not the only one who's grieving. Anna would not wish to see you fawning like a fool. Please. I've desperate need of your help right now.
But how could I help you?
My name is Cecil. A friend of mine has taken ill with desert fever in Kaipo and needs a sand pearl if she is to live. And for that, I've need of your aid.
You need my aid.
I do. Rosa's life depends on it. I beg you.
This woman you speak of, she means a great deal to you, doesn't she? As Anna did. As Anna did to me. In a cave far to the east dwells a monstrous creature known as an antlion. The pearls you seek form from the fluid the beast secretes as it lays its eggs in the sand. There is no overland route to its den. We must cross the northern shoals to get there. A hovercraft is docked here. With it we can reach the creature's cave. It can bear us across the surf to Kaipo as well. Come. We must hurry. Farewell, my love.
And, we get, Edward. Edward in the 3D version is actually not as terrible as I want to say he is. I am one of those people who I'm not exactly pro Edward. But, you know. Let's check out what he is here. We've got Edward. It can fly over water. Okay, so, let me show you Edward and what he has. He has Bard Song. Bard Song is lullaby, alluring air, and silent verse. It also has an interesting other effect of, there's a couple other things that it can do. As you can see though, Edward is embarrassingly weak. Like super embarrassingly weak. He doesn't really have a lot when it comes to the strength And I just realized that I did not have, I forgot to actually go do something. So, but Edward is pretty weak as a character himself. He is, I keep trying to figure out how to put it on here. There's not really any good way to put this other than he is a very weak character. You need to keep him in the back row. If he gets anywhere near death, just have him hide. He's a good character if you have to buff him a bit. You have to get him leveled up a little bit. But this right here is actually what I came over here for. HP and status is restored. That's important for later. There's an icy wall. This will give us MP. So we don't have to actually use our precious items. Well, it's not that far down into the antlion den, but I am getting very tired and I don't think I'll be able to actually properly do everything. Antlion is pretty fun. He is a very fun fight. She is a very fun fight. And I want to be able to make sure I don't accidentally die because I am too tired to actually do it. So we are going to call it here. And I do thank everybody for coming out, watching for some later night thing I've got here. We will be doing more of this tomorrow, and I will be taking care of this and doing some more stuff here tomorrow. So I thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. Bye!